Hello and welcome back to another video from the Investor Diary. In this session, we will continue what we started in the last session, which is talking about continuing our discussion about the trading platform that I'm developing, which consists of four elements: the trading philosophy, the strategic objectives, methodology, which is the trading strategy, and the trading plan. And we stopped in the last session talking about the first part of the trading strategy, which I'm calling it as well the trading methodology. Uh, by the way, all this is going to change. And I'm going to tell you why after. Let me continue this line of thought first. But just in case, I want to say that all of this platform, the details included in this platform is going to change. And I want to remind everybody that this is a case study. If anyone is watching this, consider this as a case study. I am not saying that this is how this is what a trading platform should include. I am saying that it is great to have a trading platform for any trader that includes such things as the trading philosophy, strategic objectives, etc. This way, when we have things written in front of us, we can get back to them and see if there is something that we need to change, something that we're not doing right, something that we wrote, it is in our plan, but we're not implementing. All these things um, can become obvious or more obvious if we have them written down. What happened in my case is that this trading platform helped me realize that the search that I was trying to make, hopefully, and I think that it ended. It all started with me liking the market structure elements. And after that, I found out that implementing only the market structure elements is great in terms of structure, but it didn't give me the win rate, a good win rate. Therefore, I started looking at other tools that would make me um, be able to filter the trades in a way to improve the win rate or to make the win rate acceptable and and eventually the account profitable. But the more I searched, the more I got lost actually, and I went into other tools. But at the end of the day, if anyone read what's the book's name by the I think he's a Mexican writer. The name of the book escapes me now. It's about looking the Alchemist. Yes, it's the Alchemist. The alchemist went into a journey to find a treasure, and he kept on traveling, and we would see all kinds of stories from telling us different morals in each story. At the end, I don't know if you didn't read the book, I don't want to ruin it for you, but so as not to ruin the book for you, the whole idea of me going through all that search is great learning journey. And I got back to the market structure, and it's been really beautiful. For the last 2 weeks now, I've been concentrating only on the market structure and nothing else. I forgot, I deleted the stochastic I will delete the stochastic from my plan. It's still on my screen, but just for monitoring reasons, nothing related to the trading plan or trading methodology or nothing of that sort. Everything will be related to market structure. Today, even I found out that I can expand on whatever I know in miraculous ways. And this is something I will be testing throughout the remainder of this trading week. And I guess starting next Tuesday, because on Monday, the U.S. market will be closed from Friday until Monday, and this is for the Easter holidays. So again, having this in front of me had a great effect on me reaching this kind of conclusion, and realizing that what I like about market structure is something that I will not be able to find in any other tool. Until now, this is the case. It has given me very clear view of how the market works, and why this candle is behaving in this way. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. Using another tool, let's say the stochastic, if the price is going up, we don't know when will the price go down. Look at this area, the price should be going down from here as it did here. Okay, so now if we, for example, if we sold in this area, we will find that, look at this drawing, look at the form of the stochastic, it's going up and down, but here it's going up. And even when it went down from here to here, let's take this from this part to this part, it wasn't really going down. The trend is going up. So if I'm going to depend on the stochastic, it doesn't give me what I want. I don't understand what's going on. The RSI, I will not understand what is going on. But with market structure, even if the price is going against me, I would understand why the price is going against me. What is the scenario that is being followed in this case? And therefore understanding why the price is going against me. Therefore, if I lost a trade, I wouldn't be surprised. I would know why this trade lost, because again, it is always being said that the trading forex is a game of probability. So the probability that I chose does not necessarily need to happen. But when another probability happens, not the one that I chose, I need to understand what is the other probability that happened and why it happened. It needs to make sense to me that it happened. Okay. For example, I'm monitoring now an idea here. I didn't take this trade. By the way, when I say I didn't take a trade or I took a trade, everything that I'm doing now is on demo. I opened a live account. I said I wouldn't until I achieve certain strategic objectives, but I did because I'm doing an exercise which is not related to our discussion. The amount of money that I put in that live account is ridiculous. So it's an experiment that I want to go through with a ridiculously low amount of money. So for example, this monitor here, I have this level for a reason and market structure, not because of Fibonacci. Fibonacci is only for reference. Okay. This area is a POI area. There are points of interest here in this market structure going from this high to this low, and the market is going down as you see, and this is on the 15-minute. So I am monitoring something. Now, if it went up, I will understand why it went up. If it went down, I will understand why it went down. For example, I have this level here. There is an inducement in this level. Okay. So if an inducement on the H4, an inducement on the 15 based on a reaction on the H4. Okay. And this is, I don't want to go into the details of what that means. So if the price moves in this direction, then I know what the price is looking for, what the market is looking for. It's looking for liquidity, to take liquidity from this area. And again, I've written a note here that I'm monitoring this. I didn't take the trade to see if this POI, what this POI will do. Why? Because there is another thing that is happening. There are two structures happening here. One, which is the main structure of the 15 minute. Two, there is a reaction structure happening because of what is happening in the H4. So the H4, something is happening in the 4 hour time frame, and this is a reaction from that move. So this is what is happening on the 15 minute based on what is happening on the 4 hour. But the structure, the independent structure of the 15 is going down. Okay, but the 4 hour reaction, for our reaction is going up because there is a reaction on the daily that is going up, and the daily is going up to take liquidity. So even the structure of the daily is a downward trend, but now it's going up to take liquidity. All this information, what I'm trying to explain is not why it's going up and why it's going down. What I'm trying to explain is that the method that I have found and I was taught actually, and I say, and it's important to note this. It's not the system that I have learned, it's the system that I have been taught. And the difference between those two phrases is between that I have learned, that means I'm giving myself the credit of learning and putting the effort to learn. But the system that I have been taught, it's giving the credit to the person who is actually who did a great job explaining the concepts of market structure for me, and he's on YouTube. I don't know him, he doesn't know me, but the what he did was amazing. I don't want to say his name or who he is, because I don't want to go against any of the publication rules, the publishing rules of TradingView, because this is being recorded on TradingView. Later on, it will be uploaded on other platforms, but I don't want to, for a simple reason or for whatever reason, to go against any of the publishing rules. So yes, this is something that I have learned from that person, and I'm continually learning, but now I'm even developing. I'm creating a story. I did a video or an article here on TradingView talking about creating a story out of a chart, but I was talking about a chart. Now I'm creating a story from the weekly time frame until the 1 minute time frame. So I'm trying to connect all of those structures together, where each time frame has its independent structure. Forgive me for the word independent, because there is no such thing as independent, but let's go with it for now. And another structure which is depending on reactions from other higher time frames. So all of this, all of these discoveries happened because I was able to write all what I learned before, and I put it together in a plan here. And when I continuously look at my plan, I realize what's going wrong or what's going right, whatever the case is, and I make adjustments. Now what I'm going to do, what I need to do, is not an adjustment. It's a total makeover of all this, from philosophy to the plan. It's going to be changed. So the strategy here includes the risk management rules also, which also will change dramatically. This all of this will be deleted. Okay, and then I will go into the plan, and the plan will describe what I'm going to do with the market structure, how I'm going to take a trade, what will make me take a trade, etc., etc. And this will be done gradually. I will not fix it until I gain some foot into it. So I need to get some execution experience first before jumping in and changing this trading platform, so as to be able to write something that will stick for a longer time. I have been changing this a lot. Every week there would be changes on this plan, on this total platform. So I want to relax a little bit and give myself time to execute the market structure in the ways that I have been taught and the ways that I have expanded as well. I wish I can say the name of the person because that person deserves a great thanks to whatever he's doing, and he's doing it on, I mean, he's not getting anything from it except the traffic. So I think this is it. So in this session, I talked about the importance of the trading platform. I talked about the role, I didn't talk about the role of methodology, the strategy here is writing the general strategies that will lead me to achieve the objectives, the strategic objectives. And this methodology here, or this strategy, will include the risk management rules that I have or that I will follow. Next is the plan, where we put the details of how and why and when we take a buying order, and at the same time why we how when we take a selling order. This area, this is what it explains, this is what it should include. Now again, this is not a static structure. This is a living, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the time to see if we're okay. This is a living being. It needs to grow, evolve, learn by experience, learn from the things that we go through, and this will keep on evolving. So this is not static. I hope that the videos that I have published regarding the trading platform has been useful, and I hope they are motivating traders to write. Maybe not in this way, not in this manner, in any other way that is suitable, individually suitable, but write it down. And I think everybody on YouTube or otherwise are advising to write the plan. But I expanded on not just writing when you buy and when do you sell, but as well go further, go wider, enlarge the scope into a general trading strategy that will lead you to strategic objectives. What do you want? What's your next milestone? Write those milestones down, and the general philosophy in which you will trade with. There was a total, a complete video regarding the philosophy, another one for the strategic objectives, and now in two sessions we talked about the methodology. In the first part we talked about the methodology. We continued talking about the methodology in this session, and we concluded with talking about what a plan includes in this platform. So they are the trading conditions. Um, my plan for the next sessions, video sessions, is that I will be talking about what is happening in terms of market structure, and I will be concentrating only on the Euro USD. I'm studying the Euro USD now as the only pair that I'm going to work with. This is important for my learning journey, to be able to dissect market structure more and more, because there are more, the more I sit on the structure, the more discoveries that I make. And I'll be posting this on weekly basis. Maybe it will be a kind of Euro USD outlook for the week, I don't know, or maybe a summary of the trades that I was able to make, or an explanation of the structure and how I see the price will move, how the price moved in the previous week or the week that we're working in, and how I see it going forward with the market structure. I don't know. One of these scenarios might happen. Thank you very much and looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye bye.